culture in a workplace, an organisation, is what emerges from the daily habits and behaviours of people at work. It's the way people interact, it's the way they communicate, it's the way they hold their meetings, all add up to what we call the culture. And then the culture influences the way they behave at work, the way they hold their meetings, the way they talk and communicate, and who's allowed to say what to whom and how different things are handled at work. It's sometimes known as the way we do things around here. And part of the challenge thinking about organisational culture and how to work with it is that a lot of this is hidden. It's not apparent on the surface because the behaviour is held in place by people's mental model of the organisation and their understanding of the unspoken rules of belief and assumption and the priorities and the propriety of how to behave. So if you just ask people what the culture is, they can't always tell you, but it underpins the way people behave. What we can see though is the visible patterns of communication, interaction and relationship that are produced by this underlying, or embedded would be a better word, this embedded set of organisationally context-specific kind of beliefs. So if you watch a meeting in progress, you will see the rules being enacted, that junior people maybe can't contradict senior people, that the most longest serving people are given, it could be the most respect or it could be the least respect, that you are or you aren't allowed to introduce items that aren't on the agenda, and all of these things, little things, add up to a culture of more or less bureaucracy, more or less rigidity, more or less flexibility. And so this is, when we're talking about culture in organisations, what we're talking about is these patterns of the way people are together, the way they relate, the way they communicate, and as ever, what that makes more or less likely, what behaviour is permissible, more permissible or less permissible, how we might, for instance, respond to conflict.
Let's